Do it again. Yeah, it won't be Chimmy this time. Drip Bayless. Let's ride. That's right.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Keep on doing it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they swarm him under.
I'm off fault.
Second is short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy.
College Football 27, CFB 27, 13, Early Access.
Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. Smith with the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They go right back to it. Could be an alley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Wisner. Wisner. It was a Wisner. I think it's Wisner. Why he look like that?
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Sellers. He lets one fly deep.
Woo, that's a good throw. That's it.
What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Early movement on the offense.
Man, put the ball, bro.
5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Put the ball back.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Moore, play action. Here comes he. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Don't do that no more.
By this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down.
Get
Quick
the first down.
Shakes off and justice and runs through another guy.
I know he was.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for the score.
Woo.
Grabbed along the sideline.
That was a crazy kick.
Set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Alabama!
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David, is just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with it.
Handoff to the single back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Sellers to throw. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
With the catch, it's Craver. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Moore to the air. Deep shot for the end zone.
Jeremiah, let's get it.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolute shame. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, it could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Man, 2 o'clock.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing Sellers. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield.
He out of here. These games flying back of their queen, and that's what I like.
handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Throwing more. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Moore will throw. Finds his man. Snowed under by the defense. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Bro, you gotta be
shout out to the
kidding me.
defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers,
what am I doing?
What?
And
make it happen.
What am I doing?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball.
What am I literally doing?
Receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Again, it's Moore. Throws to the wideout.
Bro!
Will bring up 4th down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Moore. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going to try to get it himself. Ball is loose.
How did I know that was going to
fortuitous
happen?
turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moore will throw. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter.
Who are we blocking?
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Obviously, it's no better.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to punch it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through.
Here we go, ready? Run 18, run 18. Go, go.
Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the edge. It's Benjamin. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Here's Moore to throw. That pass is incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in, it's Harbor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Moore to the air. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Throwing Moore. Makes the grab. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
There's a crease.
Come on, bro.
Smacks him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Moore. Fires to the right.
Woo, that's a dot. That's a dot.
All the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I wanted him to
Great
take.
offenses find a way.
He didn't do what I wanted him to.
Playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Moore will throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Touchdown, Clemson time. And they add 6
Let's
more
get it.
with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dante Moore. He unleashes a long one.
Yes!
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs.
Come on, bro.
Who does make the best adjustments? There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
From the red zone, it's Benjamin.
Oh.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back.
Touchdown, Knowles! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! Rolled his way into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Benjamin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the
Let's get it.
Couldn't reel it in. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. More to throw for it on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something.
I'm still going to run.
On 4th down, you got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
You better tackle.
The 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
That's all I'll tell you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore. Just just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up.
Let's try this.
Break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Moore from the gun on third down. And the pressure.
I don't have nowhere to go.
They get him at the 15.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Dante Moore trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Running into the open space.
Come on, bro.
Finally forced out of
Jesus.
bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll ride the hot hand. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Get the ball.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Bro, you fumble, bro.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here's Moore to throw.
Who's blocking?
That one is he got
Who's blocking?
deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there
I didn't know about
bit
it.
too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
In the gun on third down. Moore throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. All the way back to the 15. slips through the line. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
That man can't throw.
There to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
The quick out. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ellison. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing more. Flips it out on the screen.
God, dog.
Touchdown, Florida State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But
That's
now
on me.
my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Gets open down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tide will have to call their first timeout.
I gotta cook up something good.
They'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets out of bounds quickly. Got to save that time. He picks up 13 on that one. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field.
Here we go. Ready.
Moore. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I lost the game. About it.
Got room on the
That's
return.
crazy.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I lost game off this. I need another quarterback. Morris. Nah, I need better linemen. That's why I definitely need. Bro, I'm ready to sell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, EA stole one from me in that leg game. Yeah, what it is. 5'9". Bro, you a midget, bro. I don't think you get no better. Can he? Bro, you messed out. I wish I would have knew Kravis was 5'9" before I had him starring. That's my fault. So you would go to wide receiver 3. Eakin, Craver, Smith. That's a good 3. Think about putting Ryan Williams right here. I think I'm gonna sell that. Yeah, you too slow, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, Crouch. Man, I gotta bro, I ain't none of my stuff selling. None. That's crazy. I should have had that last game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Time to raid and go to sleep. 11 o'clock. Good day today. A good day today. So I can't complain. I appreciate y'all for joining me today. Hey, y'all have a good one.